Hi friends! Today we are going to draw Aurora the Graduate. So what we'll do, we'll start with the cap and gown. So starting with the cap, we will draw a line right to the side of the center, right about here. And then we're going to draw a line across for the top part of the cap, and then a line down, and then another one across along the bottom. And then from here, we're going to draw a few lines to draw the top of the cap. So one coming out towards the top right here, just like so, and another about the same length as the one you just drew. So we're going to draw it up to hit the center, and then another one that's about the center of the cap, and then we'll draw another right across, going down to meet the other point of that line, like so. And right here, what we'll do next and then now let's go ahead and draw the head. So we'll just draw a circular shape, we'll draw a U shape to connect, to go from one side of the cap to the next, like so. And it does not have to be perfect. Always remember that. And then from here, what we'll do, we'll draw a tassel and just draw a line coming down, swooping down. Doesn't have to look a certain way. We'll draw the end fringes of the tassel that hang. And so we'll just draw that here, like so. And then next, let's draw the eyes. We'll draw an upside down U here, right about there. And you'll just leave some space between the eye and the cap. And then we'll draw two parentheses right there, and we'll make our little points for the eyes, the highlights of the eyes, and then we'll color that in. Let's add some eyelashes. Let's add 3 lashes, 1, 2, and 3. And then we'll do the same thing to the other side. We'll draw the other eye, and we'll make a upside down U right about here. And you'll close that with the line, and then 2 parentheses, and then we'll fill that in. But first, let's draw our highlights, and then we'll fill that all in, like so. And then we'll add our eyelashes, the 3 eyelashes on the side, 1, 2, and 3. And we can add some eyebrows. Let's go up here and add the eyebrows. You'll draw a line, a small line, and then curve it over, and then another line across the top to connect it, like so. And you could fill that in if you'd like. And the same thing to the other side. A line curved over the eye, and then with the point at the end, and then connect it to the front and color that in. And then we'll draw her nose right about here in the center. Let's give her a cute little nose. And how you can draw your nose any way you'd like. I'm going to draw hers just like this with a curve. It's like to make her nose just a few waves right there. And then for her smile, let's start the smile right about here, about the corner of her eye, or a little bit off from the corner of her eye or the nose. You bring that over. I'm just gonna have an open smile showing her beautiful teeth, and we'll bring that other smile around, almost like you're drawing a moon or a banana. And then we'll put some lines here for the smile lines. And then for her hair, she's going to have 2 ponytails. We'll bring a curve here and then one out from the side from the back of her head, and you can fill that in with lines for her hair, and we'll do that again like so. And it's basically two larger parentheses making a braid, and then at the bottom we just bring the hair out, and you can draw that just like so. And then again on this side we'll draw a curved line, almost looks like a parenthesis, a larger parenthesis, and then you'll bring the other line from behind the head. You just fill in the hairlines. And then again, two more curved lines coming from the top of that hair. And then just like the other side, we'll draw the bottom part of her ponytail. And you can just fill that in like so. You could draw a cloud shape if you'd like, or you can just draw hairlines, and then that'll be colored in later. And then we'll draw little points for her neck. We're going to go right into drawing her gown, the gown to her cap and gown for her graduation. So right here we'll just draw two lines coming out from her neck like so. Then we'll connect that with a line. We'll draw her arms and her shoulders going out, so that's one arm coming from her shoulder, and another line going down from her shoulder. So we drew that line for her arm, and then what we'll do is let's go ahead and draw the top of her shirt that's underneath her gown, and we'll just do a curve like so. And then on the other side you'll draw the line for her arm. We'll bring that down just like the other side that we just drew. And from here, let's draw a line down from the top. This is like the zipper of the front zipper of her gown. So we'll draw a line a short line right here, going to the side like so. And then we'll draw a line coming down from that corner all the way down. We're going to draw that down some, and just like the other side, down from the corner of her shoulder, right about to where her arm would start, and we draw that line down, and then connect those bottom lines like so. And then we'll draw the bottom of her other sleeve that's going right into her gown. And then let's draw some details up here. Let's draw her sash. She's wearing a sash. So we'll draw a line down there. And right about here, we'll draw another line down, and then we'll draw a slanted. It could be slanted or it could be the same length, however you choose. And we'll do the same exact thing, just the opposite direction on the other side. Two lines and then a slanted line that connects them. And let's write graduate right here, because she's a graduate. And then let's write the year. It's 2020. She graduated this year, 2020. And you can add some details in there if you'd like. Like I'm just going to add a couple of lines on the side. They don't have to be perfect, and you don't have to do this. I'm just adding a few little details. And we'll add a few little details at the top, because usually caps and gowns, they have pleats or folds at the top along the seam of the gown, like so. And there's the top of her t-shirt right there. And then now what we'll do, let's go ahead and add her hands. And what you could do, if you'd like, you could draw a U shape that connects to that sleeve, and then just draw a smaller line in the middle for the thumb or on the side. And for her legs, let's draw two rectangle shapes down here that would be about the center or on the other side of that zipper. And so what we'll do is, we have those two rectangular shapes on both sides of the zipper. Those are her legs. And then for her feet, she's wearing sandals. So we'll just draw these little lines here that come out, that's like the top of her foot. So we're drawing those lines for the top of her foot. And then she's wearing a sandal, so we're going to draw a line that goes straight across that connects those two that we just drew, like so. And then you just draw like a long rectangle, and we want to do that on both sides. And we'll fill that in just a few. And for the toes, you draw one circle for her larger toe, the big toe. And then we're going to draw we'll go over 4 curves. So circular, you draw the toe, then count 2, 3, 4, and 5. And there's her feet. And then to close that, you just draw a line at the bottom, and that's the sole of her sandal, like so. And you can make that a little thicker because that's the bottom of the shoe. Now just thicken that line like so. And then and then you can color in that strap if you'd like. And isn't she adorable? We have our graduate Aurora. I'm just going to add a little bottom part right here just for her, the bottom of her mouth. And there we have her. Isn't she adorable? Our little graduate. And you can add any details you like. Always remember, have fun, be creative, make this your own. You can add any details, different colors, whatever you'd like. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, if you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up, subscribing if you haven't already done so, and sharing with a friend that you think would enjoy drawing this tutorial. And until next time, friends.